What's going on, people? Sorry about all the movement. Trying to get the phone on my little tripod. Welcome back to Varnum's Auto. Back to the 2014 Kia. On the process of putting the wheel bearing in. Got the new steering knuckle. This is what happened to the old one, guys. One of my ear brackets here broke off for the brake caliper. So right now we're on process and punching this here old wheel bearing in. I know you can use a press. I don't have access to it, but this is doing the trick. You got anything to say about it? Put it in the comments. It's not damaging nothing. It's literally pushing it right on down. It's getting it done. Sorry it took me forever to get to part number 2. If you may ask, this is one of the old school ways to get bearings pressed in. Well, bead in, whatever you want to call it. Learned this from an old man named George Thomas. He's done very good mechanic work over his years, and he showed me some of his old school tricks, and this is one of them. Got a little bit further to go. Just a little bit more. So when we take the new snap ring, it'll fit right in there. And it literally locks this bad boy right here into place. See? It's not hurting no bearings. The other side is still moving. But anyways, fellas, we're going to go ahead and beat it down just a couple more times and see where we're going at with it. I think we may have succeeded to our limit of knocking it in. If y'all can see right in here is where the snap ring's going to go at. Of course, that's where your speed sensor goes. Doot to doot. And here's our other side. Just like I said, it's not damaging, it's not hurting it or anything. So it's literally at the lip on this side right here. So I really do believe that we're good to go. After we put the snap ring in, I'm just demonstrating of what we're going to do after we get the snap ring in. Hopefully we're going to punch that through. Here's the snap ring. Now you really do not need to have no snap ring tool to install it. Like I said, this is one of the old school tricks of the old mechanic way of doing things. Alright guys, we got her in. Just making double sure we got that snap ring in. Just gonna tap them on the from here to here to there to here. Just making sure that it's seated down into the crack. Seems pretty secure to me. So we got the snap ring in. Bearing still rolling. Bearing still rolling. So, up next, I really don't know if I'm wanting to pop that in there like so. I mean, it could cause damage to the bearing. But I promise you that the old man George Thomas has done that before and never once had a problem. So I might give it a little try, just see what I think. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that disagrees on how I'm doing this, but this tool is literally a bearing installer, seal installer, and a race installer. I think it's doing a pretty good job. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing nothing no more. We're just about halfway through and everything's still looking fine. Alright guys, we got it all the way on. See no gaps, it's all the way clean. It's smooth, it's not warped. I'm spinning it. If it did any damage to them bearings, you'd hear it roar when I spin the spindle. You don't hear nothing. So therefore, we did a good job. So that method still works. If you learn it from an old school, you better put it in a filing cabinet. Take it to the bank, be a certified check to be cashed, fellas. Alright, now all we got to do is put all this back together. Of course, we're going to take a new steering knuckle, a new spindle with a bearing. We're going to hook it up in here to the CV axle, hook it up to the strut, hook it up to the tie rod, and hook it up to the lower ball joint, and hook the brake caliper and bracket back together. Hook our ABS sensor, speed sensor up, and we'll be good to go. Alright, let's put this biatch together. Trying to keep y'all from falling. I swear every time I do a video, y'all fall at least one, sometimes two. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take these bad boys out. Nobody remembered. This size 11/16. Well, I'm missing the doggone socket. I don't know where it went to. Yes, sir. Up. And the nut's a 3/4. I found it. So what we're going to do first, we're going to get this here CV axle. Take the steering knuckle. Go ahead and get it up into place. Hope everybody can see it, because I can't really tell if y'all seeing this or not. We're going to slide this in here. Get the splines in. There we go. She slid. Shove her in a little bit more. Get her in a little bit more. See if I can't get the hammer. Some people would use a blow hammer. I can't find my blow hammer right at this moment to do this, but it will, I repeat, it will be okay. Just gonna lightly tap on it, just to seep it in some. Take that nut off of that lower ball joint. Push your lower control arm down. And in goes your ball joint. Yes, sir. I had to turn it some, but it's gonna be okay. Sometimes this stuff happens. Pop it at the lower ball joint first. Use the lower ball joint for a little leverage to hold it. Well. We're going to go on ahead and we're going to put our bolts in. We can get it lined up. There we go, guys. There we go. We got one secured. We'll pop in the other one. All right. Now we're going to turn that there. Try to get the lower ball joint lined up. And then she goes. And there we got our spindle. Well, I mean our steering knuckle all set and secured. It's sitting in the lower ball joint. We got our CV axle hooked up. And we got our strut hooked up. And we had the wheel turned. So we're going to have to take this. There we go. So now is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start tightening everything down. Let me take the steering out. We're going to move it back so I'm able to do this. Well, let me get my 1/2 inch. I had it on charge and I'll be right back, guys. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm trying, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying my hardest to let y'all guys see everything that I'm doing. Right here. I don't know if y'all are able to see, but we'll make sure them are very tight, guys. Make sure everything is very tight. Alright, we got this here old CV axle nut on. And we're going to go ahead and zap it on down. Alright guys, we got the CV axle nut on. Got it nice and tight. You would normally take a chisel and punch a dent where this groove is right here. But I'm not going to get up and go and especially get me a chisel. Well, I guess I'm going to have to. Alright guys, we got us a heavy duty chisel. And got us a 3-pound hammer. And we're just going to go ahead and knock our dent up in here. So we know for sure that bad boy is pretty much locked in and is not and will not go nowhere. Alright, there you go. She's locked in. Just like I showed y'all when I took it off. We're going to go ahead and install our speed sensor. We'll go ahead and put our speed sensor hold down back on. Start everything by fingers, guys. All right. There we go. Now I know it's tight. That's plastic, so you don't really want to rack it down too tight. You'll mess it up. We're going to go ahead and install the bottom lower ball joint. And that's going to be a 3/4. We're going to give it a good love tap from the bottom. It'll let me know that I'm able to put a wrench on it. see, where my caliper brackets. Got our caliper bracket. Try to get y'all down here. We got a few more minutes to go. Try to get y'all viewed up in here. Let's see here. Come here, Mr. Half Inch. Whoop. Well, I grabbed everything for 3/8 for some reason instead of 1/2 inch. Alright, fellows. Now we can take and put on our rotor. I'm looking for something. It'll come to me here in just a second. Ah, that's what it is. Nope, they're too hard to get out. I'm not worried about it. I was going to put the 2 bolts in on here. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to do all that. It's actually a waste of time. It comes from factory. You don't have to have them back on. So we're going to install our caliper bracket. Get a caliper bracket bolt. See if we can't get it lined up. Ouch. Alright, we got number 1 started. Then we're going to go for number 2. I ain't really never had no customers say anything about the prices that I charge. But as y'all can see, this work ain't very easy at all. Not near one bit. We're going to put our 18mm on. We'll get our bracket for the caliper tightened up. Oh yeah, buddy, that was tight. Let's get the upper one tight. beat on it until you know you got it tight. All right. Now we can snatch off a zip tie. Put our brake caliper on. All right. And that will be a 14 millimeter. So we pretty much got everything assembled, but I will go ahead and do the brake line. Because everything else is pretty much done. All we got to do afterwards is put the old wheel back on and put the lug nuts on, and we good. We'll be good to go. So I thank y'all for watching Barnum's all day. Like, comment, and subscribe. I really do like y'all watching my videos. On the part 1 so far, the last time I seen, I have hit 100 viewers on this Kia 2014, and I do very much appreciate y'all. Sorry it took so long to get the steering knuckle. I'm going to show y'all one more time very quickly what happened to the other steering knuckle. I knew it was going to happen. There's one of my brake caliper ears. There's the other one, and there's where that one would have been at. But I tried to press the race out. Of course, there's only one way you could press them out, is press them down along with the bearings. That's the reason why on this side right here there is a snap ring. But anyways, we got it done. Got a new steering knuckle, got a new spindle on. It's got a new nut for the CV axle. It is secured tight and it's pinched down in that groove locked. We got the strut bolted down, the lower ball joint bolted down. We got the brake caliper and the bracket bolted down. We got the rotor on. The only thing I got left to do really is put this here steering castle nut on, slap a tire on it. We good to go. Thank y'all guys. Keep watching. There will be more just like this coming y'all's way. Thank you for watching Varnum's Auto. Y'all have a good night.